Working in collaboration with our education partner PIEFA, Primary Industries Education Foundation Australia, Australian Eggs has developed a comprehensive suite of new learning resources for students from Foundation to Year 10, with a focus on the processes and people involved in Australian egg production. These resources can be accessed by searching for All About Eggs on the Prime Zone website or by visiting the All About Eggs website directly. The suite of resources are designed to support educators in teaching multiple areas of the Australian curriculum in an engaging and hands-on way. The lessons and supplementary materials are aligned to version 9 of the Australian curriculum. In the primary years, the resources target several learning areas, including science, design and technology, mathematics, and English, and promote cross-curriculum learning and experiences within the classroom. Sustainability is the primary cross-curricular focus, and students will develop skills across many of the general capabilities as they move through the activities. The lesson plans offer differentiation in the form of extension and support tasks, ensuring the learning content can be easily tailored to meet individual student needs. Each year band from Foundation to Year 6 can access 4 lessons, each providing teachers with step-by-step guidance for the delivery of 4 engaging activities. The lessons can be completed independently or as part of a series. These resources cater for schools, teachers, and students with various needs and access to technology. Students can complete activities online, in groups, individually, or working from teacher-led instruction. Let's now visit the All About Eggs website and look at some features that will allow teachers and students to use and interact with the resources. Firstly, select either primary teacher or secondary teacher on the homepage. Teachers should then select the relevant year level with an optional area for selecting learning areas and hit the Search tab. Here you will find all of the available All About Eggs learning resources for your selected year level. The first 4 resources featured on these pages are the version 9 curriculum-aligned lessons we will be exploring in today's webinar. The additional resources on the year level landing pages include video and digital content previously produced by Australian Eggs for interactive learning experiences. To locate the step-by-step lesson guides and student worksheets designed by PIEFA, look for the light green coloured lessons with lesson 1 to 4 in the resource title. The All About Eggs lessons can be used independently or form part of a 4-lesson sequence. Lessons in the Foundation to Year 2 band include Lesson 1, A Year on the Egg Farm, an exploration of the daily operations that occur on Australian egg farms and the occupations required for egg production along the supply chain. Lesson 2, The Needs and Features of Animals, in which students learn about the features and classifications of chickens and consider how the needs of chickens on an egg farm are met by producers throughout the stages of their life cycle. Lesson 3, Technology on the Egg Farm, where students explore the role of technology and innovation in egg production. And Lesson 4, Healthy Eggs, an investigation into the nutritional benefits of eating eggs as part of a balanced diet. Let's have a closer look at one of the Foundation to Year 2 lesson plans to better understand how to use the teacher and student resources. I've selected Lesson 3, Technology on the Egg Farm, from the Foundation to Year 2 lessons. During this lesson, students will learn about the technologies and innovations used on an egg farm. Students develop an understanding of the importance of technology in food production and explore the ways technology has changed within the egg industry over time. To access the teacher guide for each resource, click on the selected lesson and download the PDF file from the For Teachers section. Each teacher guide contains a lesson overview with approximate time requirements for each activity and a list of the Australian curriculum content descriptors aligned to the lesson. Step-by-step guidance for the delivery of each of the 4 lesson activities is provided, and the required equipment and materials are listed after the instructions for each task. At the end of the teacher guide, answers are provided to support the marking and assessment of student work. Clicking the For Students link on this page will provide you with a downloadable PDF of ready-to-use student worksheets that can be completed online in a writable manner, downloaded, or printed depending on student and teacher needs. To tune into this lesson, students engage in a stimulus task by moving around the classroom to locate hidden technology and innovation cards before collaborating to sort the cards based on their purpose in our daily lives. Based on student needs and abilities, they will then participate in either group reading rotations or modelled reading with the teacher to learn how tools and technologies in egg production have changed over time and develop an understanding of the importance of innovation in the egg industry. Next, students complete a differentiated literacy activity, either tracing or spelling, to consolidate key terminology from the lesson. Finally, students explore how push and pull forces affect objects through a hands-on scientific investigation. Students test and observe how eggs move when pushed on different surfaces to explore Foundation to Year 2 physical science outcomes as they understand how objects move and how factors including their size, shape, or material influence their movement. They will conclude this lesson with a hands-on STEM task by creating a model conveyor belt, testing how different classroom objects move when pulled along a conveyor belt, like those used in an egg grading room. Lessons designed for Year 3 and Year 4 classrooms include Lesson 1, What Came First, the chicken or the egg? An exploration of the classification of aves, the life cycle of chickens, and the anatomy of eggs sold for consumption. Lesson 2, Producing Eggs, where students will learn about the features of Australia's 3 main egg farming systems, and through hands-on collaborative tasks, they will learn about the farm-to-fridge supply chain of eggs. Lesson 3, Eggs in the Environment, where students explore the occupations relating to egg production and their link to design, technology, and innovation. During this lesson, students will explore the innovations and innovators that help improve the egg industry's environmental, social, and economic sustainability. And Lesson 4, Preparing and Presenting Healthy Eggs, an investigation into the nutritional features of eggs that make them healthy. Throughout this lesson, students will understand the role of eggs in a balanced diet and learn about creative ways that eggs can be prepared and presented for maximum taste and appeal to encourage healthy eating. For a snapshot of the Year 3 to 4 lessons, let's have a look at Lesson 2, Producing Eggs. Following the same format across the primary year bands, the Year 3 to 4 teacher guides also include Australian curriculum content, step-by-step lesson guides, resource and equipment lists, and answers to the activities. During this lesson, students learn about the features of the 3 main types of egg farming systems in Australia and explore the people and processes involved in the farm-to-fridge supply chain of Australian eggs. To tune into this lesson, students engage in a short tuning-in task, imagining they are the owners of an egg farm. Using their prior knowledge, students brainstorm, draw, and label the aspects of their farm that would help them to meet the needs of hens and sustainably produce eggs. Following this tuning-in task, students work collaboratively to read and view source materials about the 3 main types of egg production systems in Australia before designing a clever carton label to demonstrate their understanding. Next, students order the stages involved in the egg supply chain from farm to fridge. They will consolidate their understanding of the supply chain sequence through a fun twist on an old favourite, a game of eggs and splatters. To conclude this lesson, students complete a series of differentiated worded maths challenge cards relating to the stages of the supply chain. Explicit instruction to support classroom differentiation is provided in the teacher guide for this activity. Lessons designed for Year 5 and 6 classrooms include Lesson 1, Adaptations and Egg Production Systems, an exploration of the adaptations of egg-laying chickens and egg production systems in Australia. Lesson 2, From Farm to Fridge, in which students learn about the process of moving eggs through a sequence of steps for safe and efficient delivery for retail sales. Students also investigate the history of the egg carton and understand the importance and design features of this innovation, applying this understanding to create a current or unique carton design to safely carry eggs. Lesson 3, Careers in Sustainable Egg Production, where students learn about some of the key careers associated with the egg production supply chain and understand how these careers are linked to achieving sustainable egg production. And Lesson 4, Nutritious Eggs, an investigation into the characteristics and features of eggs, focusing on their nutritional value. During this lesson, students conduct surveys to gather data on class egg preferences and dietary habits, and use graphs to display data in an organised way. Students also have the opportunity to collaborate and create a menu for an egg cafe by using secondary sources and applying their design skills. For a snapshot of the Year 5 to 6 lessons, let's take a look at Lesson 1, Adaptations and Egg Production Systems. During this lesson, students explore the adaptations of egg-laying chickens. They perform a hands-on modelling task to investigate bird beaks and understand how a hen is suited to a particular diet. Students learn about the features of different egg production systems in Australia and collect and compare data about the price of eggs in their local area. In the first lesson activity, students are introduced to structural, behavioural and physiological adaptations, relating these to a hen through an engaging labelling activity. Following this, students participate in a hands-on modelling activity to understand how different beaks are adapted to the types of food that birds eat. Students then learn about the 3 main types of egg production systems in Australia, using the Australian Eggs virtual reality farm tours to gather information and make observations about free-range, cage, and barn-laid eggs. Through this activity, students practice summarising and presenting key information. To conclude this lesson, students investigate the price of eggs in their local area and combine data with their class to generate a range of data from different retail outlets for free-range, cage, and barn-laid eggs. On the Year 5 and 6 resource landing pages, teachers can also access the Year 5 to 6 version of the PIEFA Food and Fibre card game Australian Eggs Supply Chain. By participating in an engaging, hands-on card game, students will learn to sequence the supply chain of eggs from farm to consumer. Additionally, they will gain an understanding of careers and sustainable measures involved in the supply chain. The game cards and game instructions can be downloaded and printed by clicking on the featured links on the PIEFA Food and Fibre card game Australian Eggs Supply Chain landing page. The All About Eggs primary resources provide a comprehensive, hands-on approach to teaching primary students about egg production, sustainability, and innovative agricultural practices. To access these free, downloadable lesson plans and resources, visit the Prime Zone website and search for All About Eggs, or access the All About Eggs website directly.